Hello, happy Friday. Happy Friday, early afternoon, late afternoon, whatever it might be for you. I am Lindsay Gordon. I'm a career coach for analytically minded people, and I help people make career decisions that they know they are going to be happy with. And today I'm here to talk to you about some controversy that I have created on the internet. And if you know me, not really about creating controversy, really, especially on the internet, but I was actually very happy to create this kind of controversy because it's something that I deeply believe in. So let me tell you the story about it. So back in 2018, I had written a blog post and a reporter from Business Insider reached out to me. And she was like, "What are you saying in this blog post? This is not something that I have heard before. This is such an interesting perspective. I need to know more about it. What are you talking about?" And so I ended up chatting with her and she created a Business Insider article that was about this particular topic. And when it was posted, it was clear that it was so polarizing based on the comments. Some people were like, absolutely not. We cannot think this way because then the workplace is going to look like XYZ. Do not tell more people this. And then on the other side of the fence, there was oh my gosh, are we allowed to do this? This is awesome. This actually makes me feel so much better. This is how I think about it, but I've never really been able to say it out loud. And so I was like, oh, very interesting. We are having many different experiences of this concept that I had written about, and I didn't realize it was going to be so controversial. So, what is that topic, you may ask? And the blog post is titled, "It's Okay to Have a Boring Job if it works for you." And that is what got people so riled up because we love to have this myth of everybody should love their job. Everybody should be getting their passion and purpose and meaning from their job. And we have to quit and do our passion. And that is the only story that we get in this world. Love your job, do your passion, love your job, do your passion. And for some people, that absolutely works. And it doesn't work for everybody. And we don't talk about this. And so people feel trapped when they find themselves not loving their job or finding their passion and purpose and meaning from places other than their job. So I continue to say this message. It's okay for you to have a boring job if it works for you, over and over and over and over again, because it continues to set people free. So I will continue saying it. And I never had anyone say that to me. So I want to be the person saying to you, not that you need my permission, but I want us to have more of a conversation about being okay choosing a boring job. Now, how do you know if you want a boring job? Great question. So what I'm going to do with you today is I'm going to read you one way to think about it. So there is a definition of what Barbara Sher, the author of Refuse to Choose, calls a good enough job, which is a delightful thing for some people, and for others, absolutely not what they want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the definition of this good enough job. And what I want you to do is to kind of just sit, see if you can put away the distractions for now. Maybe close your eyes if that helps you listen. I want you to let these words sink in as to what the good enough job is. And then I want you to check in on your reaction because the reaction is the most important piece. All right, so you ready? Here's the definition of the good enough job. If a job isn't unpleasant, it doesn't eat up more than 40 hours a week, it pays well and provides security, It can give you the freedom to do all the things you love on your own time. People complain about unfulfilling jobs until they understand what the good enough job actually is, and then they feel very different about them. Think of it as a job that doesn't bother you, whose only crime is that it's just not enough to fulfill your life, but it provides money and security and the freedom to fulfill your life in your free hours. So, what's the reaction? How does that feel in your body? What is your mind telling you? What is your immediate reaction? For some people, their immediate reaction is relief. Oh my goodness, I don't have to love my job. And it can provide money and security for all the things that I want to do outside of work. Oh my God, that's amazing. I've been putting so much pressure on myself to have my job be everything to me. Maybe you're in that camp. Maybe you're on the opposite side. Some clients, when I even start reading the description, you can tell they're just like, no. I do not want that. Even just hearing about it, like I'm already, I don't want that. I don't want that. It's not a fit for me. 40 hours is a lot of my time to be spending on something I'm not excited about. I want to feel jazzed. I want to feel engaged. I want to feel super excited to come to work. Awesome. Either way, awesome. But can we let each other get to choose which side of that fence we're on? And maybe it's somewhere in between. Maybe a good enough job sounds like a good fit for me as long as it has this particular piece. So you can kind of change the definition a little bit, redefine it for you, but knowing if you are going to be the type of person that gets meaning, passion, purpose, drive from work or not, and letting yourself do that. Now, if you choose the boring job, you may have some hidden upsides coming for you. So for some of my clients, it gives you a lot more time and mental energy to be able to spend on other things. For one client, that was writing a novel. For others, that was taking Russian language classes. For others, that was spending time with young kids. But they were all very clear that this boring job was allowing them to fulfill those other values. So my entire message is that it should work for you. And if you choose the boring job, guess what might happen? Friends and family might not understand and say like, oh, but really you should be more challenged. You should be more utilized. You should be more jazzed to go to work. But if you know that that's not the right thing for you, you can say, thanks so much. I appreciate that. I know you're looking out for me. And here's what I've discovered is the right thing for me. So I want you to own the boring job if that is the right fit for you. I want you to own the not good enough job if that works for you, and go out and intentionally create that in your life so that you do get to be excited and engaged and find that passion and purpose. And I would also ask that we give ourselves grace for moving between those two. So at some phases of life, the boring job might be absolutely what you need. You may have a lot going on in your personal life. You may have a new family. You may be caretaking for family members. And what you need right now is that good enough job that is going to provide that money and security for you to be able to take care of the things you need to in the rest of life. But that doesn't mean that you're stuck there forever. If we choose the good enough job for now, we get to have the grace to shift that and to maybe have a job where you do get more meaning and drive in the future. You always get to make that choice and you are never locked in. So choose what works for you for right now. Really own that, accept that, let yourself have that, and give yourself grace for shifting that as needed in the future if you find that something is a better fit for you. And then please, 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 can we talk more about this? Create more controversy on the internet about the fact that it's okay to have a boring job. So I hope that that helped you get a little bit more clear about what you are looking for. Good enough job, not good enough job, boring job, not boring job. And if you want more information on this and other topics about how to do what is actually right for you in the job rather than what other people think, check out my website, alifeofoptions.com. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will look forward to joining you again next week.